Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to this video. In this video we are going to talk about Pig. As we saw that Pig is basically a very kind of PL SQL kind of a language where you can kind of write a multi-step transformation. Now in this particular lab I have written 6 programs for you and we will walk through each and every program, and the 7th assignment is something which I am going to show you in this particular lab. So 6 programs are coded by me. We will run through each and every assignment, and the 7th one is what we will be coding in this particular lab. So let's get started. Now first, Pig is already installed on your machine. What we need to do is we need to unzip the Pig programs file. So we first copy the file here. And we unzip Pig programs. Say yes. All right. Then you can get into a folder called as Pig programs. And what you see is that there are 6 programs that are written by us right now. Now, before we run any of the program, we need to first have some data in HDFS. So let's create that data and dump it into HDFS. We'll unzip and we'll put this file into a blocks folder. Now that we have our data in HDFS, it's time to basically understand the code and run each and every program. And finally, we will write our 7th program. So let's first look at a couple of programs in Pig. So we have 6 programs out here. Let's first start with a program that is Pig with schema. Now here what you see is that we are loading a file that's there in user training weblogs folder using a load function called as Pig storage. So here each line would be a single record and the records values are basically separated by tab. So the first value is client IP, second is the full request, day, month, month number, year, hour, minute, second, time zone, the get or post HTTP verb, URI status, bytes, referrer and user agent. Now in the first example, what we are trying to demonstrate is that in Pig, you can declare your own schema based on the data. So you get data and you get to decide what is the structure of it. And then in this particular example, we are simply printing that on the screen. So let's run this program. So to run this program, we just have to say pig with schema.pig. Now this generates a MapReduce program, and because we are using a dump function, it ends up dumping the whole result set on the screen. That is how Pig works, and you are allowed to give your schema. But in a lot of cases, you don't want to give schema and you just want to access the elements. That is what we are going to see in the next example. So this Pig program is 50% done, and you see that the data has started appearing. Take an example. The first one is IP address, your date, time zone, and so on and so forth. So this is one entire record. Now let's say we don't want to give schema. So even that particular case is possible. Now the next thing that we are going to see is Pig with schema and filter. Now in this case, again we are running a program where we are giving a filter condition. So let's walk through the code. So let's first walk through the code. Pig with schema and filter.pig. Now in this case we are loading the data and then we are saying career visitors is equal to filter weblogs by URI is equal to careers. This is our way of saying get all the records that had careers in them or all the users who visited careers link. If you want to do group by, say pig with schema and group by. In this case, we are loading the schema and we are saying that get all the records and group them by verb, that is get or post, and finally generate the count. So that is how you write your pig programs. So we've seen pig with schema, we've seen pig with filter, pig with group by, and there are multiple variations you can have. You can also have pig where you don't have schema and you simply load the data. Even that is absolutely possible. Now let's look at the assignment. In our assignment we have a file called as weblogs and our final output should resemble as IP, month, year and visits. Basically our goal is to group by the records by IP, month and year. So let's do that. So we take the same pig with schema and group by, and instead of grouping by HTTP verb, we will group it by IP, month and year. IP or client IP, month, year, and we will simply generate the group. That would do the trick. So this is nothing but a multiple group by clause. So let's run this code and let's look at the output. So what we get as output is IP, month and year and the count of numbers. So that is how you go about writing pig. Now after looking at pig, what you realize is that you don't have to learn Java or MapReduce to be a Hadoop professional. If you're good at SQL or scripting, you will be good to go with Hadoop. Thanks for watching this video.